Today I'm going to show you another very important research platform that is called Web of Science. How can you connect with other researchers using the Web of Science platform? As I explained in my first videos that there are many ways to connect with other researchers, to collaborate, to find your PhD positions, master positions, and postdoc positions. For instance, university websites can help, research paper, reading research paper, Google Scholar, I already explained, ORCID profile, ResearchGate, and Web of Sciences. So today I'm going to explain everything about Web of Science. Let's get started, right? This is my Web of Science profile, right? You know, this Web of Science profile is more reliable than Google Scholar. Why? I'm going to explain. For instance, Web of Science showing my total documents 31, but if you come to Google Scholar showing me 46 documents. So there is a 15 documents difference. Why? Because Google Scholar collecting all my documents related to myself. If it is a conference paper, if it is a workshop paper, everything, when I put in the Google, so it automatically collect, right? But Web of Science only collect reliable things, reliable documents, the journals documents, right? There is another very important difference. If you look into my total citation according to Web of Science, that is 1042, but if you look into Google Scholar, so the Google Scholar show me 1356. There is a huge difference, right? Why? What I understand that Web of Science basically do not counting self-citations. Self-citation means when I am citing my own articles in my research paper. For example, I published 31 articles. When I am writing some article related to my original previous articles, I can cite my work, no problem. There is no problem. But Web of Science just not counting, so this is why my citations are less here. Similarly, my H index is 14 here and here is 16. Because of less number of citation here, my H index decreases, right? So the Web of Science just give, my internet is a little bit slow, but it shows very, very good analysis about the citations, about the publications, everything you see here when you click on these things. So all the information is available here. So this it's also showing like the citations here, but if you compare this with the Google, it will be less, right? Less number. This is all my documents. And beside that, it also shows verified reviews. Mean 13 reviews I have already verified. Yeah, when I go down, so there are all information related to this, right? But I'm going to show you how to connect with researcher, right? With the help of Web of Science. This Web of Science were also called PubLoan previously, PubLoan. I don't know if there was people have PubLoan ID, right? So this is my basically ID, you see here, just like ORCID, this is my ID. And if you look into my CV, so this I already put this ID that I have Web of Science ID, because people will think that you are a researcher because you have Web of Science ID, right? So now, how to connect with other researcher? Let's click on search here. When you click on search here, you see here these are researchers. So you can connect with researchers by three ways. If you look here, either by write the name of the researcher, for example, you will ask me that how you will know about the researcher? From research articles, from conferences, from exhibitions, everywhere you understand. From university website, just if there is no much information, you just know about the teacher, about the researcher, click the name. You can also identify others by their ID, just like I explained. The ID is like the ORCID ID. If you have that one, you can also, I make a video on this one. You can also put this ID, ORCID. And if you have a Web of Science ID, you can also put here, right? Or by organizations, like organization mean University of Oxford, like the MIT, the Harvard. You see here, any university you can put here, like University Malaya, right? But let me show you here by name. I click on the name, and the last name. Let's see. Let's click my supervisor whether he has ID or not. Rajan Jose, right? Last name is Jose, and this is first name Rajan Jose. Yes, the last name is Jose. The first name is Rajan Jose. In search, when I search, So yeah, you see here my Rajan Jose ID is already here. He's a powerful professor. You see here such a great platform you can connect with a researcher. This is Rajan Jose here. He is from University Malaysia Pahang. You see here, this is his ID, and all his detail is here. Organizations. He basically is a professor from 2010. You see here, and look here. He reviewed 200 journals. You see here, and he is also editor of three journals. You see here, he's editors. And if you look here, he has 291 total documents, right? If you look into his citation is 11,840. But if you look here, his citation, it will be more. Here is 11,842, and here it will be more, his citations. You see here? Because there is a difference. There is a difference between this is 16,000. You see here, and here is 11,000. This is how you connect with researchers. You give any good researcher name here, so you will reach there. By 3 ways you can connect. If you know his ID, her ID, names, and organizations. If you click organizations, so you will see. You see here, organizations. It will show you most recent publications. I want recent publication. Every organization you can give here. Like you see, University of Manchester. If I give University Malaya, it takes some time to connect here basically. University Malaysia Pahang. It takes some time basically. Nothing is wrong, but it takes some time. And as I explained, my internet is very slow. So this is University Malaysia Pahang. So it will show you all researchers from University Malaysia Pahang because it takes some time. So this was how you can connect with researchers using Web of Science. So you can connect with the help of name and ID and organization. This was all about. You see here. Now this University Malaysia Pahang open here, and you see the researcher. Wow, such a great platform. You see Rajan Jose is on the top. The second one is this guy. You see, and the third, it gives you very, very important information. You see here, all information is here. Click this one, you will see his profile, right? So this was all about Web of Science. You see, this is his profile in all his detail.